Embarrassment for sale. The panda's paradoxical path from flaw to forever. In bamboo woods where silver moonbeams fall. Where squirrels share their secrets by the wall. Where turtles nap beneath the evening air. And proudly claim that resting shows they care. There stood a shop beneath a bamboo tree. Its crooked roof leaned at an odd degree. Its windows tilted, nothing quite aligned, as though the shop had grown that way by design. Above the door, in letters painted red, a curious sign announced what lay ahead. Embarrassment for sale softly used. Slightly strange, no refunds. Guaranteed to bring laughter and fun. Below, in letters small but clear, a message welcomed everyone near. Bring all the things you try to hide. The awkward moments locked inside. The words you wish you had not said. The foolish thoughts that fill your head. Behind the counter, round as any moon, a panda hummed a sleepy little tune. His name tag, faded, fastened to his vest, proclaimed a strange profession unlike the rest. Professional disappointment, expertly arranged, an accidental specialist in everything changed. A hedgehog toddled in, all quivery and bright, in squeaky little boots that chirped with pure delight. Pardon me, sir, before I shop, what curious wonders fill this shop? The panda blinked, then blinked once more, while butterflies went dancing past the door. A snail repaired a garden wall, while sleepy clouds drifted down the hall. At last the panda raised his head. Welcome, my friend. I sell your dread. The jokes that failed, the words misplaced, the moments you would rather have erased, the little things that make you cringe, the memories that make your courage singe. The hedgehog frowned. You sell embarrassment? Yes, said Panda. My greatest experiment. But why would anyone buy what they fear? Most creatures run when embarrassment is near. The panda poured his tea with care. Because perfection is a polished snare, we polish every crack until we shine, then wonder why our hearts feel so confined. We hide the scars we cannot mend, and miss the beauty hiding in the bend. We fear the flaws that make us seem less bright, yet stars need darkness just to show their light. A diamond grows beneath the earth's great weight. A pearl is born when patience learns to wait. A story gains its power when it's true, and scars can teach what comfort never knew. The hedgehog glanced beneath the shelf. How much? The panda pointed to himself. The hedgehog blinked. It says, free? Of course, that's my specialty. But how can any business thrive, oh my, when everything you sell costs nothing to buy? The panda smiled and shook his head. I do not count my coins, he said. I trade in courage, not in gold. I help the frightened hearts grow bold. I give the broken room to mend, and teach the lonely they belong again. The hedgehog laughed. That sounds like a terrible plan. The panda nodded. Exactly, that was always the plan. He raised his cup with sleepy cheer. To every failure we hold dear, for sometimes what we call defeat becomes the reason we are complete. Soon creatures came from near and far, each carrying a hidden scar. A fox arrived with worried eyes. My mind runs faster than the skies. I think ahead, then think again, then build 10 futures before I begin. The panda smiled. Your mind is strong. A rushing river sings its song. A curious mind can see beyond the little world it wanders on. But even gardens need their space. Not every flower needs to win the race. He handed Fox a little card. License to think too hard. May notice details. May question why. May build 5 futures before saying goodbye. The fox laughed. I thought that I was broken. The panda smiled. Some treasures are simply unopened. Then came a duck with nervous feet who talked before he found his seat. I have a problem, Duck confessed. My chatter never seems to rest. He talked some more, then talked again, until the duck cried, "Where do I begin?" The duck looked down. Perhaps I'm loud, perhaps my voice is just too proud. The panda smiled. Your voice has grace. There is a song for every place. A silent forest still needs a song. A different rhythm isn't wrong. A candle never fears its flame. A bird need not apologize for its name. The duck smiled. So I belong. The panda nodded. You were never wrong. Then came a snail beneath a crown, moving slowly through the town. I know I'm late, the snail confessed. I try so hard to do my best. The others fly, the others race. I always seem to lose the chase. The panda pointed toward the sky. Does the moon fail because it waits till night? Does it simply shine with borrowed light? No. Does a flower fail because it blooms at dawn? Does it know to bloom when night is gone? No. Then why must you race to prove you're fine? You were made this way by a greater design. A rushing river misses what it knows. A gentle stream remembers every rose. Your pace is not a mark of your defeat. The journey matters more than racing feet. The snail smiled beneath his crown. I was not late. You were finding your way around. Then came a bird with feathers worn, a little weary, a little torn. I spent my life trying to disappear. I feared that no one would remember me here. They called me strange. They called me odd. I wondered if I had displeased the gods. I thought the parts that made me rare were things I should conceal somewhere. The panda looked into his eyes. The world forgets the perfect disguise. It remembers what cannot be replaced, the uncommon shape, the singular face. 1,000 copies may look the same, but one original earns its name. The seed you buried beneath your shame was quietly growing toward its flame. The bird whispered, so what I tried to hide was what made you impossible to set aside. By sunset, the shop stood bare. Not one gold coin was waiting there. A squirrel looked around the place and found no gold, no sign of grace. You call this business a success? Absolutely, yes. But where's your wealth? Where's your reward? Not one shiny coin, not one gold hoard. The panda smiled and shook his head. I measure wealth by hearts, not bread. The squirrel blinked. That makes no sense. The panda smiled. That's the expense. Then Panda slept within his chair, while laughter filled the evening air. But far beyond the stars at night, a cosmic engineer reviewed the light. He opened drawings from long ago and studied one design below. He adjusted his glasses, shook his head. Too round, too slow, too softly bred. No mighty roar, no wings to fly. No reason here to reach the sky. This design is clearly flawed, he said. Erase it now. Remove it from the spread. He raised his hand to strike it from the plan, to wipe the work away as only he can. But then the universe whispered low, before you erase it, watch it grow. The engineer looked down and knew. Children were laughing. Families grew. Across the oceans, people came. Not for his power, not for fame. This little creature never won, yet somehow brought joy to everyone. He conquered nothing. He claimed no throne. He simply taught them they could be their own. He raised his hand, then watched his doubts all cease, and saw within the flaw a beauty born of peace. Mistake became masterpiece. And every creature who entered that door walked out a little lighter than before, a little stranger, a little brave, a little more willing their own hearts to save. They learn the secret hidden there. The flaws we hide, the scars we bear, may hold the treasures waiting there. The things we fear may shape our way and turn our darkest night to day. A crooked road can still lead home. A quiet heart can learn to roam. A broken piece can find its place. A wounded heart can bloom with grace. For life has one peculiar way of hiding gold where we throw things away. And sometimes what we cast aside becomes the treasure we cannot hide. So if you carry something strange, a scar, a flaw, a fear to change, do not be quick to call it wrong. It may be where your strength belongs. The crack you wished would disappear may let your brightest light appear. The flaw that filled your heart with shame may someday help define your name. For perfection may glitter and gleam, but imperfection gives meaning to dream. And sometimes the greatest things we find are waiting in the things we leave behind. A mistake can become a masterpiece. The end. Deep dive. The meaning behind embarrassment for sale. At first glance, Embarrassment for Sale is a whimsical story about a peculiar panda who opens a shop selling embarrassment, awkwardness, mistakes, and imperfections for free. But beneath the humor is a much deeper question. What if the things we are most ashamed of are not flaws at all? Each animal enters the panda's shop believing there is something about itself that needs to be corrected. The fox sees overthinking as a weakness, but the panda reveals the curiosity and imagination hidden inside it. The duck worries that talking too much makes his voice less valuable, yet discovers that having a voice is itself something worth celebrating. The snail believes moving slowly means falling behind, but learns that a different pace does not mean a lesser journey. And then there is the bird, imagined as a dodo. Though the poem never names the bird, thinking of it as a dodo adds another quiet layer to its meaning. The dodo hides the qualities that make it different, only to discover that those very qualities are what make it unique. The message is simple. You don't have to become ordinary to belong. The panda's shop is therefore not really selling embarrassment. He is giving people a different way to see themselves. And the fact that everything is free is important. The panda isn't trying to profit from people's insecurities. His strange business earns no money, yet somehow becomes incredibly valuable because every visitor leaves with something far more important than anything money can buy: courage, belonging, and self-acceptance. Then the story suddenly expands beyond the forest. A cosmic engineer examines the panda and initially sees a flawed creation. Too slow, too round, not powerful enough. From a conventional perspective, the panda appears inefficient and imperfect. But the engineer eventually realizes that he has been measuring the wrong things. The panda's greatest ability isn't speed, it isn't strength, it isn't physical perfection, it is connection. He makes others laugh. He makes them feel understood. He helps them accept themselves. And suddenly, what looked like a design flaw begins to look like something intentional. That realization gives greater meaning to the lines. He raised his hand, then watched his doubts all cease, and saw within the flaw a beauty born of peace. The cosmic engineer's transformation mirrors the transformation happening throughout the forest. The animals change the way they see themselves. The engineer changes the way he sees the panda. and ultimately the reader is invited to change the way they see themselves. That is why the final words carry so much weight. A mistake can become a masterpiece. The story never truly proves that the panda was a mistake. Instead, it challenges the very idea of what a mistake is. Perhaps the mistake isn't being different. Perhaps the mistake is believing that different means defective. Perhaps the qualities we spend our lives trying to hide are actually the qualities that give us our identity, our purpose, and our ability to connect with others. And that is what makes Embarrassment for Sale more than a children's story. It becomes a gentle reminder for anyone who has ever looked at themselves and thought, something about me is wrong. Maybe it isn't. Maybe you simply haven't discovered what your difference is capable of yet. Because sometimes what looks like a flaw from one perspective becomes the very thing that makes someone irreplaceable. And sometimes the mistake we were trying to hide was never a mistake at all. It was the beginning of the masterpiece.